Kim Kliethermes, and in this installment, I'm joined by Rob Ellis, Chief Operating Officer at Citywide Maintenance of Kansas City. When the COVID-19 pandemic began, Rob saw firsthand what clients were going through and helped them navigate through some tough questions they raised about their facilities. Now that businesses are reopening, he's been at the forefront of helping them safely welcome back occupants, as well as helping clients address items that were never really an issue before the pandemic. Rob, welcome, and thanks for joining me to share insight about what you've been seeing as businesses reopen.
Thanks, Kim. Great to be here, and I hope I can help some people listening today.
I'm sure you will. Let's start by understanding. When did you begin to see businesses reopen here in Kansas City?
First off, we worked hard to try to prevent clients from pausing service completely. For those considering stopping services, we explained the importance of maintaining their facility, even if there wasn't regular foot traffic or occupancy. Some found value in that option and maintained service at a reduced weekly cadence. For those who truly suspended service, which was about a 35% drop, we have seen them return in phases. The first group began mid-May when the original government orders were expected to be lifted, causing approximately 5% of our clients to resume service. After that, it was June 1st for an additional 8 to 10%, and the last half of June, we have commitments to resume for another 10% or so of the on-hold clients. Then, we're hoping to see the remaining 10 to 12% come back online in the fall. That's really facilities like schools, large venues, public spaces.
So it sounds like most all clients who temporarily suspended business are anticipated to resume service if they haven't already, which is wonderful for all. But I'm sure listeners want to know, was there a percentage of lost business due to anyone having to permanently close their doors due to the impact the pandemic had on them?
Overall, we saw very few clients actually cancel service. The vast majority have just done a reduction. So as far as closing businesses completely, it's been a little bit more impactful on the small accounts, probably less than 0.1% overall.
Going back to those businesses that have already opened, did it seem like facility managers, property managers, our contacts knew what to do, or did you find they leaned on Citywide for help?
It was a mixed bag. Several were unsure what to do, when to reopen, and even how to proceed. Others came with a plan that they wanted to be executed in their own facility, but also asked for our opinion on it, what we recommended, and interestingly, what we were seeing in other buildings of similar sizes.
So share with us some of the things Citywide is doing to help them get back on their feet and safely welcome back occupants.
In addition to the standard cleaning that we already provide and are starting again, we're offering more day porter services, more high touch point cleaning throughout the day. We're educating them on PPE, making gloves and masks available, and providing sanitizing and disinfecting services. We're providing them with documentation of the EPA registered chemicals we are using so their employees feel safe when they return to the workplace. Overall, our plan is not much different than before, as we already did regular cleaning, disinfecting, and sanitizing. But now we're being asked to document it or show the process so that they have a higher level of comfort.
Disinfecting is a prominent buzzword right now for many, so it's certainly beneficial that Citywide was so easily able to accommodate this need for clients in conjunction with their regular janitorial service. Did you notice anything unusual that facility managers and property managers were going through when they officially reopened? Were there questions their employees, tenants, or customers were asking that Citywide had to help them respond to or accommodate?
The list of unique items that we've been asked about it's probably as long as our client list. We have clients asking for PPE, some who need documentation, many asking for additional touch-free soap and hand sanitizer dispensers, infrared thermometers, plexiglass sneeze guards, floor and wall signage, you name it. Even some are asking to reduce costs going forward because the pandemic left them in a very difficult position financially.
What is the most unique request the team has received that Citywide was able to accommodate?
We've had a few, but one of the more surprising requests would be that the Clorox plant actually called us and hired us to help manage their cleaning and disinfecting of their facility.
And we were able to do that for them.
Absolutely.
What has seemed to make the biggest difference for facilities as they reopen?
Nearly all the clients that I've spoken with feel unsure whether they're on the right path. They feel a sense of obligation to their employees to ensure their safety. When I discuss or give them our building activation plan, it's amazing to see them almost light up like, yes, that's exactly what I've been looking for. You can really see the tension begin to release in them. I think it's a huge win when we can hand them something like that that makes them look good to their supervisor. When we discussed the return to work success guide and the building activation plan with one of our largest clients, they actually paused while scanning it over and finally asked, almost in a soft whisper, can I get a copy of this to use with my own tenants? And we were like, absolutely. And showed them where to download it from our website. It was very simple. They could not believe, even with their connections, that Citywide had the best plan that they had seen so far.
For facilities that haven't opened yet, what advice would you give them, knowing what you've seen others go through so far?
My advice would be, don't think you have to go at it alone. We have a tremendous resource for you, and we're here to make your role easier. Remember, no plan is guaranteed to prevent 100% of infectious cases, but Citywide's plan is very thorough and should give you a very high level of comfort knowing you're doing everything government agencies such as CDC, WHO, and OSHA recommend to be safe as reasonably possible as you can in your return to the office. Don't spend hours and hours of research trying to develop a plan. Instead, contact us. Let Citywide do the legwork for your specific building. Also, when it comes to cleaning and disinfecting, it really doesn't have to cost much more. Our cleaning teams are already using sound cleaning practices and approved chemicals, meaning any changes to add additional protection due to the pandemic is really just some small adjustments on our end to give you the best possible solution.
Rob, thank you for all this great information. You know as well as I do, it's so important to us at Citywide to help as many people as possible, and this is just one of the ways we can do that. Thank you to all of our listeners today. Looking forward to catching you next time.